Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we're going to be talking about Serah, who's going to be getting her rework and her brand new FR and BT weapons. Not only that, but we also have Sherlotta, who's going to be getting a rework and her Force Echo. Now we're going to briefly talk about Sherlotta in this video, but mainly we're going to be talking about Serah and why I feel like she is a very good pickup for what she does offer, what she deals onto the enemies, and a couple other things that I will be mentioning in this video. So we're going to go over all of that, and I'm going to let you guys know whether or not you should pull for her upcoming kit. So, do let me know down in the comment section below if you're going to be pulling for Serah and or Sherlotta, or if you're going to be holding off until other characters that are going to be dropping soon, like let's say Mog, possibly Squall, or if not Ruby Conte. Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for future content. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. A big thank you to all of my YouTube members for further supporting the channel. I appreciate you guys greatly. If you ever thought about becoming a SimplyLost member and help further support what I do, you can either click the first link in the description of this video or the join button below for details on how to become a SimplyLost member. And a shout out to Roscoe, Shinobi, and Scar for the continuous support. Let's continue on to the video. So let's start off with Serah's rework. So her skill 1, Wound Plus, now dispels 2 buffs from all enemies. It now deals a 3 hits AoE Magic Brave plus an HP attack 5 times with 50% splash damage that recovers 20% Brave in between HP attacks. Her skill 2 gains 3 uses. It deals an AoE split HP attack 5 times that allows for 180% stolen Max Brave Overflow. It increases party's Brave by 50% of the HP damage dealt after the last HP attack. Now her EX passive adds an 80% Brave damage up, 40% Brave gains up, 40% stolen/gained Max Brave Overflow up, grants a 70% attack up and a 20% Max Brave up to the party for 5 turns. Her EX deals 6 HP attacks with 50% splash damage on the last HP attack 3 times and recovers 50% Brave in between HP attacks. If she attacks a broken target, she deals 100% splash damage. Now her Unshaken buff adds the following: a 100% attack up, a 60% Max Brave up, a 40% gained Max Brave Overflow up, a 10% Brave damage up per debuff up to 80% max, and a 20% HP damage up. Now her LD does gain 1 use. It deals an AoE full HP attacks 4 times that recovers 50% Brave after each HP attack. It grants free ability use on the following turn. Her Tears of Hope buff makes it so that while the enemy party has 4 or more debuffs, previously it used to be 6, it adds a 20% Brave gains up. Now with Minwu as her partner, Serah's FR increases party's Brave by 100% of own Max Brave, then deals an AoE splits HP attack 4 times. While active, it provides the party with a 20% Brave gains up and increases Brave by 10% of the HP damage dealt per attack. Now her FR conditions are as follows: a 20% increase whenever a teammate except Serah recovers Brave to the party, a 40% increase whenever Serah recovers Brave to the party, and a 5% increase per debuff when a teammate attacks a debuffed enemy. Now Serah's BT Plus deals an AoE split HP attack 2 times that grants 1 level of her BT effect for 10 turns. Now her BT effect provides the following per level. So she'll start off at the 20%, 20%, 10%, and 40%, and the 10% for each of the following effects. And to increase it, she has to inflict 1 debuff during her turn. So as you can see here, and you can pause the video to check out the percentages, she provides a party with party gained Max Brave Overflow up, HP damage cap up, Brave gains up, and then a party increased Brave by the percentages that you see on the screen based on the HP damage dealt per turn. Now it also grants Serah a follow-up attack that deals a magic HP attack by 100% of own HP damage cap to the group 3 times, and it does not consume her Brave. Now with Sherlotta, her skill 2 gains 6 uses. It increases Brave gain to 250% of attack before she attacks and allows for 180% gained max brave overflow. Her Light of Creation buff adds a 20% party attack up, it adds a party brave regen by 220% of initial brave, and adds a party initial brave up by 100%. At the start of the quest, she starts off with 3 uses of Chuck Staff. When using Crystal Ray, it deals 2 additional HP attacks by 100% of the current brave. When using Chuck Staff, it increases brave gain to 50% of max brave, expands the brave gain to the party, and deals 2 HP attacks with 50% splash per HP attack. Her overhead adds a 30% HP damage up. So let's talk about whether or not you should pull for Serah or Sherlotta in the upcoming banner. So with Serah, she is a really strong debuffer. When you take a look at her debuffs, the potency within those debuffs, within her attack down, her max brave down, the brave poison, so on and so forth, what she inflicts is actually pretty good. And not only that, but she also has some really strong support. When you take a look at her kit and what she offers overall, and whenever you have 4 or more debuffs, you actually benefit from that, because whenever they have 4 or more debuffs, she is actually providing additional brave damage, HP damage up, and brave gains up. And then of course, when you take a look at her BT effect, she provides a really good overall support package to the team that I feel like she would be an excellent character as a support, or if not as a 3rd slot character, if you want to treat her not only as a support but also as a strong debuffer. And when it comes to that brave battery is actually pretty good because of the fact that she is going to be increasing the brave gains overall for the party. And not only that, but she also offers a good brave refund as well. She is actually a really good either support or 3rd slot character to really consider when it comes to your team comps. Now, her damage overall, I do feel like is really good, and the follow-up that she is going to be getting from her BT effect is going to add on top of the damage output that she already has. Now, with her FR isn't too bad to me. So long as you have teammates that is able to battery, then you can easily get about between 60 to 70%. Just depends on like which character you got going on. So as long as you meet those conditions, you can get about those percentages. Of course, for Serah is going to be a little bit more. And then when it comes to like the debuffs, which you can get about a maximum of 40%. I mean, Serah pretty much has that covered. If you need to inflict more debuffs, then you can easily use call abilities and you'll be good to go. You ain't got to worry about that. The other thing that I do want to know is that when it comes to her BT effect, since it is a stackable BT effect, and the way to increase it is for Serah to inflict a debuff, and thankfully it only has a max stack of 3, so you can easily like build that up really quickly. Is that what you can do is if you are going to be relying on Serah's FR, the thing is though, her FR does not inflict a debuff. But what you can do is you can actually equip Serah with a Scepter Sphere, which does inflict a speed down, which Serah does not inflict within her kit. And with the BT effect active and you use her FR, that will actually increase the stacks by 1 level. That does actually count as it, so you don't have to waste a turn on trying to or wanting to increase her BT stacks before you go all out on whatever it is that you are going to be doing. So that's a tip right there that you can take advantage, so you can build her up quickly. Again, her BT effect does provide Serah with a follow-up, and thankfully, because of the fact that her damage is based on her HP damage cap, you don't have to worry about dealing brave hits because it is going to be solely focused on Serah's HP damage cap. So the damage will always be there. And a small con, and really like the only con that I can honestly think of, unless you want to count the fact that because she is a bow user, and more than likely there's going to be players that will not have a bow built, is going to be that she does take up debuff slots if you are a type of player that relies on their debuffs, especially if you're going to be using them via call abilities, then I would say use your call ability debuffs first before you start messing around with Serah's debuffs. Overall, what do I think about Serah? I do think Serah is a really good character to consider pulling for. I do feel like she is going to be a really good choice for those who are going to be pulling for her because of the fact that she is a strong debuffer, a strong brave battery with good refund behind it, and a overall strong support character that I do feel like she is definitely worth your resources, especially let's say if you are needing a strong support character, then she is a really good option to really consider. I know that we have had recent characters who do, you know, like take example like Penelo, right? Penelo, Garnet, so on and so forth. Whatever of the previous support characters that we've had in the past, I know that they do have the differences between what Serah has, but like even pairing them up together, like it's gonna be like a pretty nasty team comp overall. But if you feel like you're comfortable enough where you don't need what Serah offers, then you know, I would say hold off. You wait off until whatever other character it is that you are wanting to chase for more than Serah. Now, when it comes to Sherlotta, she is the Brave Gains Queen. She is able to provide a much higher percentage compared to Serah. It is somewhat close, but it's still higher than Serah's. The other thing is going to be within Sherlotta's BT effect. When you are dealing a Brave hit, you actually get an increase in Brave by 10% of the character's max Brave, which is nice. Serah kind of has that, but it is based on the HP damage dealt per turn. So there is a difference when it comes to Brave regen between the two characters. The other thing about Sherlotta is going to be that her role is mostly going to be support and Brave battery, because she's going to be providing Brave regen and HP regen alongside with like other party ores as well. So I do feel like when it comes to Sherlotta, comparing to what Serah actually does, I do feel like Serah does a little bit more because Serah is a debuffer as well. And then when it comes to damage output, I do feel like Serah does much better than what Sherlotta does. So really the only reason I would say to consider pulling for Sherlotta is going to be if you want to use her and pair her up with characters who deal a lot of Brave hits. I would say that would really be the biggest reason why you should pull for her. If you are considering pulling for her for any reason, I would say her BT is definitely the biggest priority within her kit. And of course the other stuff, but like when it comes to the FR and BT, if you are tight on resources, I would say the BT is definitely a much bigger prize. If you do pull for the FR, then of course you can use her Force Echo to increase the HP damage bonus. But overall, I would say when it comes to Sherlotta, if you are comfortable enough with what you got going on in terms of support, and I know I said the same thing for Serah, then I would say you can probably hold off on Sherlotta, or unless you are wanting to get yourself another Force Echo, then you can do that as well. So I would say Sherlotta, for the small upgrades that she is going to be getting with her rework and overall within her kit, she can benefit with some characters, but I do feel like later down the line there was going to be other characters who are going to be doing a little bit more than what Sherlotta does. I don't think that she's going to be falling behind, because when it comes to like support, like we do have many different characters that have support capabilities, and each one of them can definitely provide something depending on the fight, depending on what team comp you got going on, so on and so forth. So in my opinion, I don't really think that she is like a priority in my opinion. If I had to choose between the two, I would definitely go for Serah, because I do feel like Serah does offer a little bit more than what Sherlotta does. But other than that though, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Let me know what you're going to be doing for the upcoming banners. And of course, if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for future content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.